Oh, there
Hello?
you go.
Hello?
Yep.
You
Welcome
alright?
back.
Okay.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I think my internet maybe went away because I suddenly had one bar, and then it said OBS disconnected, and then nobody could hear me.
Oh.
That's fun.
Fun.
So,
Yeah, we're just ignoring you.
so I'm gonna hope
Oh, yeah,
that
actually, now that I look at it, this Twitch change just did a boo-boo too.
Yeah.
which one?
The
Twitch restarted.
Yeah,
Oh, it
so that
did?
means we probably had a weird lag spike
Yeah.
thing or something.
Darn. Yeah, I don't know what's up here.
That's fine.
Anywho,
It's fine.
welcome back. I guess we might have been interrupted.
We were looking for a corner to
To rest our feet.
carouse in. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there's, like I said, plenty of pillows everywhere. It's pretty open, but the room does have at least 2 corners. They seem to be occupied at the moment.
By who?
People.
Like, what do
Are
they
they
do?
fucking or are they not fucking?
Like,
Depends
would
on,
aggressive dancing...
Would aggressive
Could
dancing.
I just, like, aggressive dancingly push them out?
So you're just gonna start, dancing with all of them and then just kind of spin them away?
I'm gonna be like, I need space to do this. I'm gonna do some maneuvers here. I need space, guys.
Are you gonna do the worm and I'm gonna start shaking my tail feather?
Yeah, you do a few backflips because you're more flippy than me, and I'll do the worm.
You guys
we'll do
start
some,
doing like a
I'm not
Scooby-Doo
back
jam,
flipping.
a
Boom Crash
Scooby-Doo
is gonna
dance.
start twerking.
some wide berth of like of dance moves to try and claim the corner.
Make performance checks.
It's a good thing we got charisma.
Not that much.
That's not bad. We did pretty average.
You guys start dancing to the music. It doesn't look that out of place. I mean, you guys aren't awkward about it. And then you kind of take these people into a dance. Some of them were less inclined to join, but you managed to convince them otherwise. And after they're done dancing, you kind of like spin them off to the side and go like, oh, ta-ta. And then you go and nestle into your corner and kind of like dart eyes around to see if anybody's going to come take your spot.
I make a pillow fort around our spot.
Okay, while you're
I
making
cast
the pillow
Zumasu's
fort,
tiny hut.
it only takes a minute. Tiny hut.
All right. You cast tiny hut. There's a lot of caveats to that one. So let me pull it on up. 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Immobile. Springs into
10
existence.
feet.
Lasts 8 hours. 9 creatures can fit inside. All other creatures and other objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside is comfortable and dry. Okay. Cool.
And I'm going to. Is it okay if I make the outside like purple or something, so it like
You can make it purple.
kind of blends in with the
It looks
decor
like a
little
giant
bit?
grape.
It explicitly
Yeah, it
says
looks
you
like
can
a-
make it any color you choose.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna make it purple to match.
However,
for-
Amon was not there with you, so he cannot go in.
God damn it!
Wait, what?
Shit.
Other
Okay,
creatures and
nope.
objects are barred from passing through the dome.
Oh god damn it!
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna dispel it and.
God fucking damn it.
So I need to carry the entire crate within, huh?
I
Yeah.
gotta go out and bounce her and help bounce her my way in here with Amon.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm dismissing Phantom Steed, and we need the corpse. We need him on.
Okay,
need-
Boom Crash, hold the spot. I'm gonna go get him on.
I'm gonna do some like really big gestures. I'm gonna have a time.
Have Goose.
Talking around.
Goose is your backup dancer.
Yes.
You managed to go and grab him on and bring him in with you. Everybody's kind of looking at this wet noodle as they walk past with a crate of stuff. Zumasu kind of making sure that the way is clear. Just make an intimidation check, I suppose.
Me?
Either one.
Actually, someone with charisma should do it. So,
Okay.
Zumasu
you
has
give me that help?
proficiency, I think.
I don't think I technically have it anymore, but I have good charisma. Blah! Could we say my mom was helping me out?
Yeah, we can say Amon was helping you out. I was assuming it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to keep people away from you.
Look, I'm just here to make a delivery. UPS, ignore me.
You make it
that's right,
towards
that's what we
Boom
did.
Crash, and they don't have to have dispelled the dome yet. They can just recast it once you get here. And
Yeah.
huzzah! Everybody, the gang's all here.
Found lodging inside a party house.
There's always like a closet or a room that's not being used.
The crate can come inside with us, right?
Yeah, it's an object. It's inanimate.
Sweet.
Well.
Okay.
Right is.
All right.
Mm.
Well, Amon, we found a spot that's pretty safe, and I grabbed some sort of hors d'oeuvre off the table, and there's food here for later. So I suggest we just take a rest, enjoy ourselves, maybe have some wine afterwards.
All right, I'm going in, and I'm going to actually hold on. I will probably need to take some wine.
I mean,
I
there's
am actually
probably
gonna
wine
take
all
some
around.
because I'm going to need to do a lot of divination casting, and I do need sacrifices. So, if you can bring, I think I am going to look around get some food, but it'll be like if there's any kind of lamb or any kind of like traditionally sacrificed meat that I can use, I'm going to take. Because I'm casting like nothing but divination and like commune for the next couple of days, trying to
Fair
figure out
enough.
our next course of action.
I know. I'm just picturing the guy who arrives to like a Vegas buffet with just like a burlap sack and starts shoving food in the bag.
Yes.
Hey, this year's food was free. That's all you can eat, and I will eat them all.
I'll
I
help.
didn't actually think you'd eat all of it. I didn't say some of your bacon and eggs. I said all of your bacon and eggs.
Right, you guys settle in your tiny hut, rest. And spend 8 hours there during the long rest. At some point, it looks like a few satyrs have come over and decided to use the tiny hut as a pillow, so that's a little awkward to watch from the inside. But they
So we're
can't
just
physically
seeing
pass
bad
through it,
things.
so you're seeing a lot
Oh,
of bad
no.
things. There are a few stains left on the hut that might be a little cautious to dodge as the hut disappears. So keep that in mind, I suppose.
Okay.
Ugh.
Suspicious stains, we can deal with that. It's fine.
And a voyeuristic inside view.
Oh yeah. No, there's dinner and a show.
You guys doing anything during this 8 hours of rest?
Zumazuba honestly would probably just be chilling because he's still recovering from the whole raised dead issue. He saw a lot. He's gonna actually take a rest for once.
Nap time.
I suppose I'll be on first watch and update Mal with where we're at, and because I have her ring, and I guess I can do.
I think if there's one place that we don't need to do watch rotation, I think it's this location. Enjoy your rest.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I'm just gonna sleep. I was gonna cast Identify on the staff of Loft, but fuck it, I can do that later.
It's
I mean-
nap time.
I mean, going through the loot might not be a bad downtime. That might be okay.
Yeah.
All I recommend is let me at that ring first. That's all I ask. It's my only request.
The ring is yours.
Okay.
I want to know about the fancy ass staff of Loth that she had.
So you're going through your stuff?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Uh
Oh
oh,
god damn it.
your stuff got stolen. Or actually, your stuff is spiders now because it's Lolth.
Just spider webs all over the place. You reach into your bag of holding, your hand comes out covered in webs, and you're like, ah,
Yeah, Boom
gross.
Crash, there's a lot of stuff that you're keen on like identifying at some point. So you search through and make sure that everything's present and accounted for. Though unusually, there's only one ring of mind shielding present.
Is it the one on my finger or the one that I put in the bag?
The one that hold on, which one had Mao in it? It was the one on your finger, yes?
Yeah.
The one out on my finger is the one. Yeah.
Yes. That is the one that is missing.
God
What the fuck?
damn it.
Wait, so then
The
how
ring
could
in your
Mal-
bag is still there.
shit.
So Mao can't be resurrected. Is the point?
Wait, but then how was she talking to Mao a second ago?
Canonically, I guess I'm not there.
Or she's talking, I'm just not hearing anything back, I guess.
Hmm.
Oh,
Mm.
god damn it. Wait, I check. It's gone. I'm
What?
pissed. Okay,
Ugh.
so
I'm trying to even figure out what we do. Okay, so timeline-wise, when are we realizing this? Right when we're trying to sleep, or what?
Just that's a few hours in, maybe 1 or 2. You enjoy
Okay.
yourselves, and then you get down to work or something.
So what does Boom Crash do? Is he interrupting people's rest for now?
Boom
Yeah,
Crash
I mean
is...
that seems urgent enough.
Yeah, no, this is her baby, so she's gonna smack Zumosu. Be like, Zu, we got a problem.
Wait, what? What?
I only
wasn't-
have one brain ring. The brain
Yeah,
ring that has Mao in it is gone.
Wait, what?
If
What?
we want Mao back, we need to find it.
The problem
Do
is
you
I don't.
have, like, locate object or something?
I do not have the. Let me double check. I don't think I have the resources.
I didn't have it prepared, so it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, I'd have to finish her rest to do.
Okay. She's probably safe in the
Actually,
ring,
hold
right?
on. I have it prepared. For some reason, I have it prepared.
Yeah, I didn't have
You
it
usually
prepared.
do, so that doesn't surprise me.
Okay. So I'm just like I'd have to take at least yeah, I'd have to prepare it over another day. to be
Okay,
able to
so
do
I
it.
can cast it twice. So before the day is over, I can cast it twice. So
Okay. So
um,
Zumosu doesn't have it, so she's gonna smack him on. It's like, I'm on. Sorry to bother you, but the ring with Mao is gone. Do you have like a locate object spell prepared?
yes.
Okay. Would you mind casting it for me, please?
Okay then.
Thank you. I really
Um,
appreciate it.
Weird question then. Can you check that other ring to see if the other Mao is in there?
I don't want to talk to
I have a
her
question. Okay, how did you identify that the ring wasn't the right ring? Do they-
because I put one in my bag and one was on my hand.
She also interviewed the other Mao before putting it on her finger, I believe.
Okay, so I guess my question is like, if I look for the ring, like based on the description, like, am I going to be able to pick it up? Are the two rings identical in appearance?
Pretty much to make the magic work.
Okay, that's all I need to do. Because I'm always going to be pinging at least one, the one that you guys have, but I should be pinging another one.
Okay.
I am going to specify because we're looking for a very specific ring to specify that it is going to be the one that contains Malnoir's soul. So that should narrow the spell a bit. And okay, let me look at the detail on locate object because I do believe it has a range.
A range is 1,000. Yep, it's 1,000.
1,000 feet.
Okay, so do you want me to start casting it now? Because it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys can still hold down the fort in our corner.
Okay, I will go with you because I need to move around to get the
Yeah.
maximum effect. I gotta obviously take the carpet. So
I guess what I can do is, Zumasu, do you want to keep Elena and Goose and one of the rings and all of our shit, and I can put you guys behind a wall of force?
I guess
Or
I don't know if the wall of force is super necessary. If I have all the
Okay,
other guys
yeah.
with me.
because we are inside the hut, like if something can break the hut, then they can.
but
break
the thing
wall.
is that a magical effect can extend beyond the hut, so I'm gonna have to dispel the hut if we're gonna look for this thing.
I believe you can leave it because you Actually, no, I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's hey.
Well,
definitive
what
statement, all of that,
concentration
not sure.
spell are you casting? Because I was saying like if I have all the familiars, they could just also help me keep watch essentially while I just wait for you.
Creatures
guys.
and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move through it freely.
Okay, so we can come in and out, no problem. So
Okay.
I say, Boom Crash and I leave immediately. we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly at a mid altitude and fly in a spiral pattern, as the previous search pattern to determine.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
I'll give one of you the stone sending stone. Yada yada.
Okay.
Okay. So in that case, as soon as we head outside, out of the bar, I don't care if I'm stepping on people, and
I'm half thinking that it probably is inside the bar, to be honest.
I am thinking that too, but that's where we're going to start. So
You emerge from the tiny hut, knocking over some dude that was playing with another Dryad's grapes, and you start searching around using your locate object spell, opening your
grapes,
senses.
no melons. Okay.
That's just what they're into. So
Okay.
you start, you just close your eyes. You can sense the ring that's nearby you. Try to push that out of your mind and just focus on the task at hand. After searching around the place, with Boom Crash kind of taking you around, the other ring doesn't seem to be present. It's just the one near you.
Okay. Let's.
Okay. We are. Do we need to? Do we need audience with Hermes again to send us back there to the plane?
It's 1,000 feet. How far did we travel from Arborea to get to from Hermes to the Grapevine?
There's maybe a mile.
Okay, so there's a lot of ground to cover. So let's.
Remember, I can cast this for 20 minutes. So
Okay.
And you have the
So
carpet.
let's keep hauling ass and see if we can ping anywhere.
yeah.
Close your eyes and board the carpet and retrace your steps, flying up the mountain. You eventually make it to the area where Hermes' temple is. Might need to recast it at this point, just for the time that it took with the thoroughness of your search. But when you do recast it, something does come up on your ping. There is a ring of mind shielding nearby, other than the one on your person, is in Hermes' temple.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna zoom in there.
Mm-hmm. If it's Michael, I'm gonna be pissed.
You zoom inside, and everything seems normal. I won't go into the in-depth description again, but it's relatively temple-shaped. Hermes is nowhere to be found, it seems. The ring, as you open your senses, appears to be in an area beyond where his floating throne is in the center of this temple.
Good. Do you want to go straight for it? Let's go.
Yes. I'm
Okay.
doing my best Mentalk pose and ooh, I sense the item there, and just rushing right in.
You
Guys,
rush
it's
behind
been
the
more than-
throne. Oh, sure.
I was just gonna, so my character would know what's going on. I'm just gonna be like, it's been over 5 minutes. Is it in the bar?
No, it's not in the bar. It's in Hermes' temple. We got to beat on it.
Okay, let me know. Everything's still creepy here. Okay.
Right. You soar past his throne, following the bead, and there's a back room through a small doorway. Looks like there's taller doorways above it for flying creatures. You head through one of those, and you find Hermes reclined on a lounge chair. He's just kind of has his hand dramatically posed over his head. Oh, you don't understand how hard that fight was, my little birdess. It took a lot out of me. He plucks a grape inside of his mouth. Oh, dear. I can't even make it to the bar today. Oh, I sense somebody near me. Is it?
Hey.
Oh,
Hi.
my friends. You're back again, I see. What can I do for you? I'm sorry I can't be more formal. He seems to be wearing his dress down toga. It's like a bathrobe.
We're missing an item, and we traced the location to here. I was wondering if you've seen it. If not, we'll claim it and be on our way. We did not mean to bother you.
Oh, it's no bother. What is it that you're looking for?
Ring of Mind
Maybe
Shielding.
I can help you.
Ring of Mind Shielding. It contains our friend's soul, and it appears that it's been misplaced. And we had it when we traveled with you in the through the portal, and it's now pinging here. So we're trying to look for it.
Sorry, I probably would have seen a ring if it was lying around. I don't see anyone.
Yep. And my divine, and I'm casting Detect Object and finding it. Can I?
You pinpoint it. It appears to be right around where his butt is.
Ah, okay. It appears that you're sitting on it, apparently, according to the sensors.
I think I would have felt if I was sitting on it. Oh, he kind of pulls the thing out of his pocket. You mean this? And it's the ring.
Yes, that'll be it.
Yes, thank you so much. It would have been very tragic and upsetting if we had misplaced it.
Of course. I'm sure that you would like it back. Here you go. And he just kind of tosses it up to you. Yep. And your locate object is telling you that this is, in fact, a ring of mind shielding.
Hey, wear it, wiggle it, make sure you can hear. Make sure the reception is
Mao, are you here?
good. Is she?
Mao? Darling?
Oh,
I don't know,
yes,
am I?
it is me, Mao. I am the one that is here.
Darling? Are you here?
It is me, the Mao. What do you want to know?
What the fuck?
What? You don't sound like my Mao.
I have a bit of a cold. I'm sorry.
Okay, bullshit. I'm gonna reach for the brain ring in the bag. It's like, checking. Who is this?
Can you please resurrect me? It is of vital importance that I get back to where I belong.
Okay.
Fuck?
Holding. Puts it back and was just like,
Hey, I got a
this
roll.
isn't the ring. I don't think this is Mao.
Well, it's you sensed it, isn't it? That's your ring, the ring of the mind, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna do the divine intervention. Solve this mess in the roll.
Roll for it.
Oh my god.
Before I kill Hermes.
Yes, it succeeds.
Oh my god.
The weirdest times.
So, oh dear.
Crow panicked.
some
Amon
sort of-
went for the fucking jugular. I love it.
Chris always has these plans to look us over, and Amon just pulls out some bullshit.
The dark red mist starts to emanate throughout the chamber. Hermes is looking up to you. Sorry, dolls. I don't know exactly what went wrong. You must have gotten something screwed up. It's probably your fault, to be honest. I mean, if you were a bit more careful with your things, then the torches in the room go out. The angels kind of flit and leave through the clerestory windows.
I say all. I was like, and all will be fixed in a moment.
A shadow crawls along the floor and then rises from the marble. What the hell is that thing? And it manifests into this grim reaper of a figure with a red skull draped in dark green locks. A scythe emerges from its cloak, held by blood-red skeletal hands. Hermes. Nerul, what brings you to my fine sanctum? Do you have a... Tell me, do you need to send a message to the people of the living? Because I'm still in the business of messaging to people. I can send messages from God to God to God to God, if that's what you're really... Hermes, give them back the ring.
Dear God.
Their ring. I thought that they just wanted a ring. They needed to be a bit more specific. Now. Well, Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I can do that. I know that you are mortal still for some time. It would be a shame if something were to exploit that weakness of yours. He flits behind his divan and then starts squirming around through a horde of stuff, throwing various pieces of trash over his shoulder. And he picks up like this little treasure chest and kind of opens it. Suddenly, as he opens it, you can sense the ring coming from the chest. Here you go. I'm terribly sorry that I would have lost it. Hand it to them, not me. Of course, my Lord Death. He flies up to Amon and Boomcrash and gingerly hands out the ring. Sorry for any inconvenience this has caused.
I gotta be really cheery. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. And she does like a quick little curtsy to Nerul, being like, it's quite an honor.
I gotta keep my head down because I am under the presence of my own god, like direct presence. So
he turns towards the rest of you. And you. A life exacts one more. He holds out his hand. The other ring.
I think he wants it.
It does not belong in this world. It must return one way or another. I'm going to get it.
Okay.
That's
So
I think it's
yeah, no, I'm not gonna fight this.
I'm not there. I ain't gonna say shit.
So yeah, it's gonna give him the Negmau, or yeah, that ring. Just gonna hand it over. Not gonna fight that.
Hand over the ring, and he puts it in his bloody red hands and just clenches his fist. When it opens, there is just a wisp of black smoke, and it is gone. It is done. Hermes! Do not interfere with my ward again, or there will be consequences. Understood. Understood, Nerul. Welcome to Mount Olympus. I hope you enjoy your stay. And Nerul sinks into the ground, and the red mist starts to depart over time. Well, if that's all right with you, I think I need to take a bit of a breather. Perhaps somewhere less visible to potential assassins.
no, like as I said. Sorry for the disturbance. We'll be on our way. Thank you very much. And,
As will I. He flits out of the room.
Yeah, and we're gonna zoom out. We got limited time.
All right.
Boomcrash is loving this.
You hear a buzz on the sending zone. Hey guys, you've been out for almost a half hour. So the food I brought in here is getting cold. Hey, what happened?
Oh my god, you have no idea how cool he is.
Would you like to join my covenant?
Boomcrash is like vibrating a little bit. She's like, maybe, because that was rad as hell, dude.
Wait,
Yes.
did you have to fight somebody? You guys okay?
You're fine.
Everything's fine.
It wasn't
got
much
it.
of a fight.
Nerul,
You got it.
Nerul came in and bitch slapped Hermes verbally, and it was amazing.
Wait, Nerul showed up? I mean,
Yeah,
I guess we've been able to call gods before. but
Amon
damn.
called his daddy, and daddy came to take care of the problem.
Hermes took the ring?
Yeah.
Goddamn trickster gods.
I assume it was just a prank, bro. Either way, we're heading back.
Okay,
Yeah, and I still have the other ring.
Yes,
the
if
one
it's
with the Rando in
Isamao.
it.
Is Hermes still there? Can he let me out, please?
Oh shit, that is messed up.
I did the thing that you told me to do. Can I please get out?
We know how to release, actually. I don't
think we know how to.
I don't think we know how to fix that, so I don't know.
Where is Hermes? There's Hermes!
Just leave the ring.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna
back.
put
Yeah.
I'm gonna send the ring back to the temple. Like, I can fly. I know how to get back into our cozy grape.
I don't want to die. I don't want to just go onto the material plane. I don't know what's going to happen if I die in here. Hermes.
Sweetie, you're not gonna go to the material plane. I'm gonna give you back to Hermes, okay?
Please, God, I don't want to come back to the normal life. I like it here in heaven.
I don't blame you. It's pretty baller here. Okay, she's gonna like go back to Hermes' like little lounge chair and put the ring back, and she's gonna check with Mao. It's like, Mao, are you there?
You are.
Am I? Yeah. What took you so long? Where were you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hermes tried to pull a fast one on us, but Amon is a badass, and I'm going to tell you all about it.
Sure,
And
yeah.
when she's flying back to the Grapevine, she's going to tell Mao and fill her in.
Do you fill her in about the other ring?
Oh, yeah.
Do you fill her in about how the other Mao was in the other ring?
Yes?
Okay, I'm gonna be bitter for a while. Cool.
That's okay, but you got to understand, Narul is fucking badass.
Also,
You don't
it's
understand. He's hot.
Also, it's either this or you guys stranded forever.
Or even worse, you would have been stranded in Hermes' court forever.
Yeah, no.
Not even normal stranded. That you'd be having Hermes as your boss.
But there's one good thing about it. We learned that the divine there is no divine interference or anything like that. So when I could communicate with Neuro tomorrow, a lot of answers should be cleared. So if you guys have any questions, you should think of them because that's all I'm basically going to spend the day doing.
Okay.
Fair enough. Well, after you revive Mao, of course, right?
Right?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
You just make sure you got that spell slot to help out her.
Hey, it's his Mao. It's his Mao here. You should let me out.
Look, I'm not going to bother you until I hear a yes from you, Amon.
Yes. Okay, I guess I should say yes. Let's go back.
Return to the temple of Dionysus. Dionysus, the dinosaur god.
Actually, since we're already, what time, or is like does time not flow here or some kind of weird shit like that?
I don't know.
The
Chris, why are you
sky's still
so, Chris, why are you so bad at telling me like what time of day it is? Is it 5 p.m. or is it 5 a.m.?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
What are you trying to do?
Waste away again in Margaritaville, I hope, because that's all he's going to get.
I think he needs stuff for dawn.
What time is it?
I
Why
have an
do you
item
want
that
to
tells me
know?
the time.
Because I want to be able to budget the time left in the day.
Oh, day lasts forever.
So it's eternal sunshine.
Well, that's not entirely true. It gets darker the further down the mountain you go.
So it's the geography based.
Yes. You're in a kind of nighttime, twilight kind of area.
Okay, so I'm in eternal night. Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, Batman.
So it's either 8 p.m. or, like, if it's winter, it's like noon, I guess.
Okay, if it's eternal night, then any kind of outdoor shop will be closed. So that'll be it. All right, I'm not gonna pursue any further on that. Okay, let's go back.
Return. And sleep the rest of the day away, night away, with not so much as an issue.
Kind of like a giant cat nap inside of this great crazy party place. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're back to full and leveled, I assume. And do we have Mao back?
Not yet.
well, we wake up. We're like, I kind of like shake him on slightly, more like to wake him up. Just be like, hey, Mamon, it's morning time. You got the stuff ready so we can bring back Mao?
Yep.
Although I guess it's always been morning time. We kind of more like took a day nap, a really long one.
Okay, so I'm gonna stretch, take my time. Okay, okay, I cast Raise Death, poke. It's gonna last an hour. Um, get me a bunch of meat, meat on the bone, um, and some wine worthy for ceremony. I'm going to use it for casting. So, fetch me those while I work. It's gonna take a while.
I'm
Okay.
causing a lot of party fouls. I'm just kind of collecting food as it's coming out. Probably some of the elementals are
Can't you
annoyed
cast
at me.
disguise self? Can't you just make yourself fatter so it becomes appropriate that you're a fat ass?
No, I like that idea. I change my appearance every like 5 minutes so they at least don't think it's the same guy getting the
Different
same
person.
food. Like, oh, I need this for my family. Yep.
I got 12
definitely
kids
do.
at home. I have 15 kids at home.
You know I'm so hungry because I just came back from a shift on the of surfing all day on those rivers. Okay, thank you for the pork.
You're about to say the river sticks.
The River 6. Yeah, this looks good. I've heard good things about this meat. Yeah, let me grab this. Yeah, I've never had this before.
The fire
And I
elemental is just kind of staring at you every time.
And I keep on doing this until I've amassed a vast quantity of food for the ritual.
Gather a vast quantity of meat.
I figured it's usually animal sacrifice, but I don't think we should look for a goat to just kill it ourselves or things like that. It's too much of a hassle. Like, offering is good. So anyway, unless something happens, I'm gonna cast it for an hour and get her back.
Get her back.
Yeah, unless there's any complications or whatever.
Wait, I want to do one funny thing. I'm just gonna draw a little stick figure on Mao's cheek.
Hey, Jigglypuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, Amon begins his ritual. You've drawn a bit of a crowd here at this point, as you're chanting and speaking prayers of death, decay, and bringing back Mao from that dark place. There's a few sort of satyrs and dryads and elves near you. There's a few that are like just wearing all black, and they're kind of snapping whenever you like finish a line of whatever your prayer is. They seem to think that it's some sort of avant-garde poetry. And eventually,
Long as I don't think it's rap.
let's get on to it, shall we? I'm going to need you guys to bring something to the table. Something that reminds you how much I care about me.
I'm in the ring. I'm not dead.
That's true.
I haven't had to do that.
Yeah, you have only been revivified before.
Mm.
Alright, let me see if I got any actual items.
Oh,
that is.
me actually using the unholy Mephistopheles symbol instead of using it as a joke, it might actually be a factor here because you're involved with this. So I offered the fork.
You put the fork on her body.
For once, it's not a joke.
I have a bunch of weapons. I have some gold, treasure stack. I could offer wine, ale. I have some demon tusks from a long time ago.
I have the silver skull from her cult thing that I've held on to.
You can put a silver skull there
I'm putting
Okay.
the splint mail of fire resistance on top of her to keep
to keep her warm.
to keep her from being warm.
Ah, yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know you're pretty. You gone through some stuff, so just in case you had to see the hot place, here you go, just to help you out, keep you nice and safe.
Okay, Zumasu, I'm gonna have you make a persuasion check for your contribution.
Okay.
Please come in. Please come back.
Please.
Yeah. Not bad.
It's not
I'm
bad.
glad I have the rank Smith.
Crash, you're offering the skull. Do you say anything?
It's like
I will not change the music for this dramatic moment.
okay.
Party must continue.
I miss you, dear heart, and your name is safe with me. And we have a lot of work left to do, so I want to do it with you.
Okay. Make a... I'm wondering if there's one other than persuasion, or if that's just... I'll say make another persuasion check, but do it at disadvantage.
Because it was already used before. Nice.
Okay. Amon, is there anything that you want to add to your contribution other than the fork?
I don't really have much items. That's the problem.
But is there something that you want to say?
There's work to be done.
Make an intimidation check.
That's fair.
I guess we're trying to convince Mao to actually come back.
Souls can be finicky. They're removed
Wow,
their
what
vessel.
an even 10.
I'm only average. It's
Mao's
average
not scared of you.
Yeah, she's used to it.
I'm dead. I can't be scared of you.
Okay. The DC is 6, I believe? Well, you've come back once, right? But not... Oh, no, you haven't come back.
Not in this way, no.
I think you came back once from the Ring of Mind Shielding when you were resurrected in Allure.
Yeah,
So-
from the fucking witch cow thing.
The
Oh
people.
god, yes, the death cow.
The zap me in the middle of the woods cow. Cataplepus.
That's what it was.
It was a stupid name.
It's
Okay.
a stupid creature.
In that case, the DC would have been 11. Decreased it by 6, so the DC is 5. Mao, roll an untyped, an unmodified D20. Hey, good.
Yay.
Yeah.
Just got to do it with confidence.
Just had to go with confidence.
Just in here waiting. All
Now
right.
you feel the pull tugging you from the ring, but there is a similar pull, identical almost, pulling you off to the afterlife, and it's almost just as inviting. But you recall your friends and the demands from Amon and the companionship Boom Crash and the loyalty of Zumasu, and it compels you to return to the vessel from which you came, for there is, as Amon says, work to be done. And your eyes, you're awake. You seem much the same as you left. So,
Isn't she tired and stuff? Like,
Oh, yeah.
raised and hurts.
of course you're tired. I just mean, like, your hair didn't turn white and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a rough resurrection.
Was the stuff consumed that we contributed?
No.
Okay. I'll put it back in the inventory then.
It was just something to help with the focus of the spell.
Ugh.
Oh,
I give Mao a hug.
it's so sad, isn't it? But I'm glad that you were able to get it back. I mean, all things considered. You look over your shoulder and Dionysus is just kind
He's
of
just watching.
sipping wine and watching over your shoulder.
God.
Sorry, I apologize. I just like to watch you work.
I
Clerics
hand
are always
Mao a
so
goblet
interesting.
Of wine.
Oh, thank
By
you.
the way, here you go. No, I hand Mao a goblet of wine.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was for me. Presumptuous. Please,
I think-
join the
I think I'll wait on
party,
drinking.
my horny friend.
No. No. I'm tired. No.
There's
She might need to
always
sleep it
time
off.
for rest and relaxation. Tell me, guys, girls, in between. He
Oh God. This
gestures
is like the
towards
brothel.
another set of pillows.
I'm gonna hand up a one hunk of meat at her, just like eat and recover.
I'm just gonna grab the meat and just gonna slowly kind of like shift to be behind everybody and just like kind of curl up, just trying to hide myself from the light. Everything hurts. I'm like, okay, all right.
She tends to prefer to keep her own company.
Well, however you want a pork is fine to me. Enjoy your pig. I'll be watching excitedly from the side if there's any other prophetic rituals or whatever that you want to do. Anyway, come along, friends.
Right?
Puts his arms around two more dryads, maybe three dryads.
You're probably gonna have some company.
Indeed.
Good luck.
Well, actually, you know what? She can help with the questions. So, like, if she's not gonna contribute anything else, she can at least ask questions that might be relevant.
Sure.
Okay.
We're not staying here long, right?
Yeah, we were just here to make sure we could rest up and get you back up.
Okay.
If anybody wants to, grab some food to go, we could go look around the rest of Mount Olympus. We have to still find a way back.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we have the scrolls back, don't we? That was part of the thing.
The what?
Yeah,
Did
there was
some
tickets that you guys got back, so you can just get back for free, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't Wilson provide us with that? They would only work if we completed the deal. Ergo, we completed the deal.
Yeah, we completed the deal though. So, but Mao doesn't have transport because she paid for her own transport. So we need to buy a portal for her.
Stingy bitch.
Yep.
am I
No, I wasn't
stingy? I
agreeing
wanna
to that. You were being paranoid about the contract, which was actually turned out to be a good thing. I'm going to start casting Identify on all this nega loot that we got.
Right,
Can you
let's
check
dive
this,
into the Negaverse.
Can you check this? And I pulled the sword carefully while having it and trying to stuff this very creepy ass sword. I swear I haven't touched it directly, but it seems to whisper. I don't like this
Creepy.
thing.
Creepy. Yeah, we can start with that. So yeah, let's start casting Identify.
Right. Identify. Black Razor, I believe it was called.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Soul stealing sword.
That's the one. That's the one right there. We find it. Actually is in the Dungeon Master's Guide. There you are. Black Razor, the legendary greatsword. Well, you know that it requires attunement by a creature of non-lawful alignment to make it really sing. You don't learn too much about its history, but you learn that it is a +3 weapon, so +3 to attack and damage rolls. It is a magical weapon, weirdly enough. And it has a fun little ability called Devour Soul. Whenever you use the sword to reduce a creature to 0 hit points, Black Razor slays the creature and devours its soul. Unless it is a construct or an undead, a creature whose soul has been devoured by Black Razor can be restored to life only by a wish spell. When it devours a soul, Black Razor grants you temporary hit points equal to the slain creature's hit point maximum. These hit points fade after 24 hours. As long as you have the temporary hit points and you keep Black Razor in hand, you have advantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. If you hit an undead with this weapon, you take necrotic damage, and the target heals instead.
So,
And if this necrotic damage reduces you to 0 hit points, Black Razor devours your soul. It does
This
other
is weird.
things, but I'm pausing for effect, I suppose. Just let me know if you need me to repeat anything once I'm done with this.
So if it had killed somebody would have gotten a second health bar?
Yeah, if he did down somebody, but it didn't devour the soul. So he didn't get temporary hit points equal to Mao's maximum hit points, no.
Damn, son.
Would have been an extra 100.
You are aware of the presence of tiny or larger creatures within 60 feet of you that aren't constructs or undead. You also can't be charmed or frightened, of course, while holding Black Razor. Black Razor can cast haste on you once per day, at its discretion.
This
It
weapon is loaded as hell.
It's an artifact.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense, but it also is definitely not for good guys for multiple reasons.
The other things you know is that it is sentient. It is possessed of an intellect, known only as Black Razor, but that is all that Identify will tell you. It doesn't tell you anything about its personality or what it wants or anything like that.
Maybe it's a nice guy.
This sounds like a mean sword. I mean, the sword seems kind of neat if you get rid of the mean part. But then again, eating souls doesn't seem very Gucci.
Put that on your Twitter bio.
Yeah. So you can think about it. I have no use for it. And keep in mind, if we want more info, I only have 2 casts of legend lore. I don't think we should spend it on something that we won't actually use.
I think if anything, I have a duty to try and get rid of this weapon.
Okay, so do you want to hold on to it?
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I kind of turned to the other guys. Amon, you're kind of focused on finding out seeing if you commune with your god, right? And Mao, you'd need a few days rest, as do I still.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should just walk around the temple, see if I can find some way to, consecrate this thing, get it out of here.
Why don't you just give it to a god here? It's not like they can do anything with it. They're good.
Well, hopefully. Hermes is more chaotic than I think we initially thought. At least it was mostly in our favor.
Mm.
But I think that's what I'll go do.
Okay, so I'm going to delete Black Razor from my inventory because now it's your problem.
Pretty much.
That is
Okay.
your problem.
Just don't become
Okay.
Orpheus, alright? That's all I'm saying. Don't be Orpheus.
So I guess next is
Staff of Lolth, right? That's what you're most interested in?
yeah, that's because that's for me essentially.
Yeah, be selfish for once. Enjoy
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so identify next, Staff of Lolth.
Alrighty.
That's 3.
Some of its abilities are in the stat block, so I'm gonna find it there. Okay, Staff of Lolth. It has 10 charges. As a staff, it requires attunement. It gives its wielder +3 to spell attacks and to their spell save DCs of their spells. That's only when you're using it as the focus for your spells, so it doesn't stack with your rod if you had both of them.
Okay.
It also lets you recharge a warlock spell slot once a day, kind of like the rod did anyway.
Okay, so +1 Warlock slot. Okay.
With its 10 charges, you can use X of them, so any number of them, to cast Ray of Sickness up to 5th level, based on how many charges you spent. So X charges for Ray of Sickness at level X, max 5th.
Okay.
You can expend 2 charges to cast either Web or Spider Climb.
Web or Spider Climb.
Yep. You can spend 3 charges to summon 2 giant spiders or 4 spider swarms.
Oh,
Just
I can
like-
have Cosmo and Wanda back.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's the same thing as conjure animals, in effect.
Spiders or a spider swarm.
Swarm of spiders.
Swarm of spiders. Come here. Cosmo and Wanda. I miss them.
It
Okay.
has some other features. Okay. It also lets you cast Chill Touch as a cantrip.
Mhm.
Derp-a-derp. On a second. Great, that's very useful. You have poison resistance.
Ooh. Okay.
And you gain proficiency in deception if you do not already have it.
I don't even remember if I am proficient in deception. I am already proficient in deception,
Oh well.
but that's cool.
That's interesting. Your charisma is also increased by 2
Oh, fuck yes.
to a maximum of 24.
Okay. Increase to 22. Increased by 2 to max 24. Okay, that's hella good. Shit.
And that is all that it does. That's
just
all.
things.
Okay. Boom Crash starts cackling and jumping up and down with her new spider staff.
I just want to point out though, does that mean Boom Crash is literally going to be flying? Like she's going to be flying around with a giant staff in one hand and another in the other hand?
Yeah.
Gee, Jimmy,
As
how
I
come you
already
get
kinda
2
do.
wieners?
But it just the look of Boom Crash is just this little bird flying about with 2 big old staffs in her arms.
I mean, I already kind of do because I have Rod of the Pact Keeper and the Rod of the Seven Parts.
Oh Jesus Christ!
So I already do that. So I have a scepter, I have a wand, I have a crown, I have my sash. I am the ultimate prom bitch. But this one is even fancier.
So I take it you're probably going to switch the Rod of the Pack Keeper with this one.
I mean, it's better in every way, and I get more shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least I made it easy.
Yes. There's no downsides from what I can see.
Right, PM? No downsides?
You can see.
I don't know.
But it's interesting that she has a Staff of Lolth, which gave her like a charisma increase, as well as an Ion Stone, which also gives her an increase. So, bitch was buffed.
Mm-hmm.
All I
So the
got was an
question is-
incomplete staff. I still need to go to a quest to fix up my staff. Apparently,
Yeah, I mean, so do I. I have 4 parts missing as well. So
Just buy upgrades for your stuff like I do, and then realize after you buy the upgrades, you find something kind of better.
okay.
All my upgrades burned. Well, no,
What?
no. I called the +2 leather, studded leather.
Yeah.
Yes, you finally have some decent armor.
Now I
Yeah.
just look like the evil Mao.
We can commission somebody to make it look nicer.
Anything
I
else
like
that
it
you want
dark
to
and crazy.
identify, by the way?
Ring of Spell Storing, Shadow of Moil. Is that?
That's literally a spell from Tasha's. I think
Yeah.
it's in there.
I think
But
it is.
it's-
It's an attunement.
I believe so. I will
Okay.
check, but I'm pretty sure it is, and it lets you store a spell up to 3rd level.
yeah, those things usually require attunement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I technically had that in my inventory, but I
There's
technically
also the Bracers of Defense.
Oh, it
So-
stores up to 5 levels worth of spells. So that has a 5th level Shadow of Moil in it right now.
currently.
Yes. So but that demands attunement, so it's not worth it for me. Oh, Mao, darling, do you want fireball beads?
Yes.
There's 7.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to delete those from my inventory, and now they are
Alright.
yours. So yeah, I'm trying to make like what is going in and out of my
Yeah.
inventory very explicit, so we don't double up.
Yep.
And +2 studded leather, that's
Yep.
also yours. Okay. We have another perioptic wound closure, another gloves of missile staring, Mantle of Magic resistance. We have the Sentinel Shield. Should I do an identify on that?
If you want.
Oh, I have a clear question about Ring of Spell Storing. Could somebody else store a spell in there, but then give it to somebody else to be able to hold on to?
That's literally what they did.
Yeah,
The
that's the whole point of those items.
Rixali's Chosen had stored the Shadow of Moil in there for Zumasu and then gave the ring to Zumasu.
And it takes attunement to put a spell in an attunement to then be able to use the thing.
It
You
takes
need-
attunement you need attunement to use it, but like whoever's pouring the spell in doesn't need attunement. Someone
Okay.
just put it in.
Actually, would this maybe be better for Mao to have then, and we give her a nice spell to have?
Well, if it requires attunement, then she might not want it. That's the
Mm.
problem.
Yeah, it might not be worth it.
Sentinel Shield does not require attunement. Well,
Is Sentinel Shield the animated shield, or is it something different?
No, that's what Anime Shield is what I have. Sentinel Shield is something different. Christ, I'm
Okay.
choking to death.
Drink water!
Sentinel Shield.
Okay.
While holding the shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and perception checks. The shield is emblazoned with a symbol of an eye. Well, I didn't really need to know that. But yeah, it's advantage on initiative and wisdom perception.
Alright.
Okay.
Doesn't require
and by the
attunement,
way,
so-
I am doing Staff of Lolth, so I'm equipping that and putting away my staff Rod of the Packkeeper.
Okay. So you're still holding 2 sticks. One is just longer now and has a spider on it.
Yes.
Gotta tell you, this is pretty terrific.
Sentinel Shield isn't any plus extra to AC, right?
It's +2, just like any
Yeah.
shield.
Yeah, it's a shield.
No, I meant it's not like a +2.
It's a +2, just like any shield.
Oh. Okay.
It's a
Okay.
shield.
It is a shield.
hmm
Any other items that you want to identify?
Braces of Defense. So there's the Iron Stone of Leadership, +2 to Charisma. Braces of Defense, +2 AC. Ring of Spell Storing, which we already know about, but we're not going to use probably. Plate Armor, +3. So Zumasu, do you want this?
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Do you want me to cast Identify on it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Probably
I
don't want to
cast
put it on until it's better.
Yeah, I cast Identify on the Plate Armor.
The plate armor is normal ass plate armor with +3 to its AC.
It's
Okay.
not cursed.
It's not cursed. To your knowledge.
Okay.
Identify doesn't reveal curses.
I give the +3 Plate Armor to Zumasu because he's the only one who can use it.
All right.
Okay.
The bracers of defense, just for explicitness, is it requires attunement. It gives you +2 to AC if you're not wearing armor and not using a shield, which I didn't know that about it. But good to know. So I'm
Okay.
assuming nobody wants those. That's a
That's
vendor item.
Barbarians would want it.
The Iron Stone definitely is attunement, but as you said, it's +2 to your charisma to a maximum of 20. But I mean, I guess if things increase it beyond that,
Yeah, so I mean that would be pretty interesting. So I'm not going to throw it away, but I'm just going to look at it mournfully. It's like
You're a hoarder.
yes, I
It's
am.
that's the whole character.
But yes, that is her whole character. She is the walking bank. But now it's like, okay, do I need the Iron Stone of Intellect, or should I just buff charisma to a motherfucking absurd degree?
Well, okay, so
That's sort of the question now.
your wizard spells are okay. It's the big debate is this: which one do you need to focus on? Is the counter spell versus the your Eldritch Blast? So, what is the primary focus that you want to do? Because most of your other spells are not save dependent.
Yeah, its counterspell is pretty damn important.
You are the only source of counter spell. Also, I think your accuracy.
And there's also banishment.
Well, I can do banishment.
So.
It's a concentration,
Okay.
but I've been doing a lot of banishments myself.
hmm
I'm guessing the more the focus is like, do you feel inadequate in your shots? Do you feel like you can't perform? Are you not shooting well?
I want your Eldritch Blast to go boom boom harder.
The other thing that I just looked up, because I'd never really thought to think about this, your spell save DC is tied to your class spells, not like your spell slots necessarily. So if you cast a wizard spell, you use your intelligence for your saving throw DC. If you cast a warlock spell, like Hunger of Hadar, then you would use your warlock or your charisma for the spell save DC.
Okay.
So you actually have two different ones, which I didn't know until today. So I would
I
not.
thought the people were already assuming to play it that way. I didn't question it.
I didn't really think about it. I just, in my head, I would just go, whichever one's higher. But
Yeah. So, and if I suppose, and if they're on both spell lists, that you take the one that's higher, I guess.
Yeah, if they're on both spell lists, then it's either or for you.
Okay.
I guess just
I'm
make a
gonna
note
go
of which
through
ones
my-
are warlock spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through my.
You don't have
entire
to do
spell
that
list and
now,
check.
but you can make a note to do that, I guess. Because you know how
Yeah.
you can do like a little gray text next to it in Roll20?
How do I do that?
Sure. So if you... I can go into your character sheet and actually show you, technically. So you're in Erupting Earth right now?
Oh, innate glacial wand.
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah, if you change that, that will change the gray text next to it.
Got it. Okay, I will do that sometime during this week. But
Yeah. It's innate because it normally would say, like, Erupting Earth X per day. Or something.
yeah.
Anywho.
Okay. Bollocks.
That's an easy, fun thing. Is there any other items that you guys wish to identify? Or legend lore, since you said you had that capability.
I have 2 components worth of legend lore because those are hard to get and kind of expensive. I think for the sake of complete safety, legend lore on the staff of Lolth, because I want to make sure it's not going to fucking bite me in the ass.
Okay. You cast legend lore, and how were you doing this again? Scroll?
No, it's a spell that I learned.
Oh yeah, you just need the spell component. That's what.
Yeah.
The cast.
And I have 2 of them, and now I only have 1. Because it's like incense, which is consumed, and like an ivory thing.
Yeah, the ivory things aren't consumed, I don't think. Those are just like you're tossing the bones. But you set the incense up, and as you start the chant, you hear, hold on, and Dionysus kind of like lies down next to a pillow, like next to you, and he's kind of like kicking his feet in the air with his head on his hands. You can go on. I love story time.
She sort of like fluffs up and is like, okay, well, I'll try
Gather
and make
round,
it a good one
everyone.
for
The
you,
Kenku's
baby."
about to tell a story.
I roll my eyes and I keep on going.
Everybody starts gathering around. There's various celestial bards and satyrs and dryads of all sorts gathering around the Kenku beneath the perfumed incense. And Dionysus is like, can we maybe get some, nicer music? All right, sure. That's fine. I don't know what kind of story it is, but maybe that'll work. Now you may continue. And boom crash as you begin to let the magic fill you. The staff of Lolth set before you, and the ivory rods are like cast out in front of you. As you pick each one up, these glyphs kind of glow from your vision, head into your mind, and you start to recite the story of the Staff of Lolth. The staff is owned by one of the great drow matrons of Gazora Bakan in the court of the drow deep within the Underdark, here in basically a little to the west of the Crystal Mirror, south of the halls of Darganon, just so you can orient yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The great city was warred over by various drow factions, the different families constantly plotting against one another, until one drow matron had brought her house to new heights and unearthed the Staff of Lolth. She knew not what it was, but she knew once it consumed her, turning her into a dreaded Drider, a thing normally of great shame in drow society. But with this artifact in hand, she was able to bring herself to great influence among the other drow families who had feared her, and with Lolth's fickle favor, was able to rise to the top, but not before she was eventually overtaken once more. And this passed from place to place, person to person, and it seems that this staff fell into the hands of a particular Kenku named Boomcrash when they had defeated the most recent drow matron, making her queen of the drow.
Boomcrash was queen of the drow!
It seems so. Begrudgingly, the drow were forced to follow her rule. She didn't rule exclusively, she wasn't present most often, and the wretched city just fell into infighting once more. Basically, their leader was deposed, and then Boomcrash just kind of ate shit and ran. But with her help, they were able to overtake a group of drow, upstarts that were trying to rebel against them and turn the drow to things other than infighting and things like technological advancement and good things, turning the drow away from their history. But they were quickly stomped down by Boomcrash using the staff. Yeah, it is a artifact created by Lolth herself in order to sow discord amongst the drow. The only way to destroy it is if Lolth herself spreads her venom across it and encases it in her webbing and tosses it into the fires of the abyss.
Only be destroyed by Lolth herself. Cool. That's pretty baller.
Yep. You finish the story, and that's that.
Boring.
There wasn't even a protagonist in that story. That sounded kind of evil.
I think it has a very evil history, but now it's going to go great with my outfit after I bedazzle it a bit.
Yeah, just to clarify, Boomcrash, you said that the other Boomcrash squashed a rebellion for good, and then we don't know what happens to the rest of the drow?
Well, in their world, yeah, the drow went back to sort of infighting, but in our world, they still have a hierarchical system.
Yeah.
And supposedly there may even be a second staff of Lolth somewhere in your world, at least from what you gathered from the spell that you cast. Was a little confused at some point.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder how hard that thing bonks.
It bonks pretty hard. It's a +3.
Well, that's only for spell attacks. It bonks like a normal quarterstaff.
It doesn't get +3 for bonk attacks?
Nope.
No, this is a magic focus, so no.
Oh.
But it's not cursed, and that's what I was most worried about, so.
It's cursed in its own ways.
It has a cursed history, but not outwardly cursed. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to attune myself to this goth piece of shit. I love it.
Right. You spend your time attuning to the staff as Dionysus goes back to, well, whatever it was he was doing at the moment.
I'm a pest germ for a second.
Mr. What Dionysus? Is it, my serpentine friend? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to, believe... I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm what you
Foresight
call
and
the I'm what you call the exception kind of makes the rule. Anyway, I kind of like hold out the sword kind of wrapped in stuff. This thing is probably evil, and
Oh, damn straights. That's very sus of a blade right there.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best way to consecrate / get rid of this thing. I don't know if you probably deal with that, but do you know which available god or temple might be a good place to head to?
Well, I'm afraid I don't know much about that. I mean, I'm a storyteller and all that, but I'm better of a story listener, if anything. I don't know. It looks pretty evil. I can feel it from here, and it's kind of whispering something fierce in my mind. It's called Black Razor?
Yeah, I haven't been listening to it directly, but it definitely sounds like it's whispering something mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't give that to, any gods worth their salt. They'd probably want to get their hands on it.
You mean they'd like to use it? But I thought gods up here were good. Well,
Oh, I am.
relatively speaking.
I'm great.
I guess morally righteous, better way to phrase it. I know, I thought Olympia was the heavenly sort of place.
Well, it is what it is. It's just another world, really.
Why don't you just try and summon Lolth, like you did Hermes?
Yeah, I don't really feel a connection to Lolth. Spiders
I
and
don't think
snakes.
she'd come anyway.
Mm.
Lord knows
Maybe
I've
she get
tried.
pissed. Fuck!
Yes.
No.
You don't watch that anime? Anyway,
Okay.
I'm sorry I can't be of much more help, but, if that thing is an artifact that was created by a deity, deities would be able to use it, and deities, probably the only power that could destroy it, if anything. But not me. Us here on Mount Olympus, we're not exactly bigwigs. We tend to get most of our worship from this other place called Earth, but, Forgotten Realms, not so much, and Sargon, forget about it. Nobody even knows we exist down there. Surprised you guys even came. We usually just get tourists.
Sounds about right. So maybe I'll just hold on to this. I have a few spells I could try to see if I could extinguish this thing, though, at least. I'm gonna try casting Remove Curse and see what happens.
Yeah, sure, knock
Yep.
yourself out, kid. And he goes over to his throne.
I'm gonna cast Remove Curse while in this area. What happens to it?
You cast Remove Curse. The spell that you're concentrating on, as the light surrounds Black Razor, and you try to pull the curses away from it, your magic is just sucked into the darkness of the blade, and it just falls inside like throwing a pebble down a bottomless chasm. It has
Well,
no
that's-
effect.
Well, that's
Hey, that just means
Not
it's not
good.
cursed. Use it right away.
that's probably not good. I'm gonna wrap it up again. Yeah, guys, we need to get rid of this sword somehow eventually, and probably need to keep it away from anybody who's tempted to use it.
You mean
Uh,
Mm.
You're the one that's touching it.
I'm shoving it in the bag of holding for now. Okay, so keep creatures away from this thing, and maybe I have to talk to a different deity to get rid of this. All right, what are y'all guys doing?
Napping.
I'm still preparing to ask questions.
All right.
I'm really excited about my spider staff.
Okay, so
Well,
can I start asking questions now?
It sounds like
Yes.
it's Amon's turn.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Please.
All right. First of all, do any of you guys have any questions to ask beforehand? Either one general question or a series of yes or nos.
I would like to know where the box is.
What box?
Do I need to tell you all the information to find this box, or is it just I can
I mean,
ask
I
about
was
the box?
I
The
thought you were a
question,
guy.
What? No, why are you still here?
So-
Sorry.
Okay, so because I'm the one that's asking the question. So if I can't phrase it, then I probably can't help you.
I mean, do you need a description of it? Would that help? I mean, it's something you've never seen. It was stolen by Flick Whisker at one point in time, and the other Mao has definitely. She wouldn't give me the information, but the box is gonna have answers.
Why is the box important?
Because it is.
No, I'm not gonna ask that.
Fuck.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask, is there anyone on the material plane who specializes in cleansing cursed artifacts? And I hold up the sword.
Well, you can go back to the Loris Church.
I wonder
Because
if they
that's
could do it.
the well, actually,
It's specialty. That's why
I wouldn't know that because my character was dead at the time when that was happening, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so, but
I guess that is a good point. Lori's Church might be able to do it.
was Zumasu around when Bonri was around?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zumasu was around with Bonri.
Okay, so
Yeah, we were pals.
yeah,
Technically, we were actually pals.
it's more the cursed axe because I dished the cursed axe to bring you back to life. So
Mhm.
so you might actually not know about this, and my character wasn't around at the time, so actually neither of us knows about this. So I could ask the question, but the
I mean,
Uh,
it could give us other insight, other possible routes too, because
okay,
it's
but the question
strong.
is this: how does this help to further our goals? Let me ask
Uh,
you that.
Well, I need to eventually find an artifact weapon to be able to injure a god for one, and this thing is dangerous, and if we take it along with us, it's asking for trouble. So I'd rather try and figure out how to consecrate this thing, and I don't know, maybe figure out how to turn another object into an artifact.
It'd be good to not carry that thing around with us, because worst case scenario, something else grabs that and kills us in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Drop it on an orphanage or something. What's our kids gonna do with the sword?
20 years from now, we're facing a nega paladin wielding it, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm
That's
also
20 years
about
from-
not
that's
just
20
leaving it
years from
somewhere.
now.
Mal
Okay.
raises her hand, they turn into me.
Except
Yeah.
except the evil version.
Okay, that's more of a on a per note basis type thing. You can just ask around. Okay. So I'm going to ignore both of the questions for now because I
But
don't-
do I have to like try and convince you why it's important?
yes, because like if you just say like, I want a box, that's like go to a container store and grab a box.
It is keys to the memory or my background, so I can figure what the fuck they were trying to do with me with the cult.
Does it have to do with the other Mao being different and kind of? I don't mean this in any sort of shade. Little bit more powerful.
Just eye daggers. Eye daggers.
Look, like I have no idea what you want with it. I have no idea of what this is, and I have I have no
Fair.
idea why I'm asking. Like I have know nothing about this. This is too far as I'm concerned, this is a non sequitur. That's why.
Fine. I'll figure it out on my own. We're still going to a lawyer, right?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because the task isn't done. Secondly, we need to return to Valentine first because before our ticket expires, and thirdly, we still got something to figure out in the Plain of Promenade as well. So we're not going anywhere for a while.
Well, at least there's time to recoup. Fine. She sits down on a big old pillow in the corner and falls into it and puts her feet up. Figure it out on my own.
Crash, go to your character sheet. You can actually
Mhm.
manually set the spell attack bonuses. Although
It
you're not
won't
gonna be
let
able to do it for the two separate spellcasting sources. So one, you're gonna have to just make a new macro or something like that.
Okay.
Or just like keep track of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like have 1d -2 or whatever, however you like to think mentally. But, okay, so let me
Go
look
talk
this
to your
up.
god. Go have fun.
Okay. Let me look up divination first. Okay, so let me do divination first. It is a ritual spell, so I can keep on casting it if I want. But let's see. Shit, it needs to occur within 7 days. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask, what must we, Nero IPCC, what must we do to complete the journey to the Black Pyramid unscathed?
Uh,
I feel like he's gonna tell us nothing because we're definitely gonna get injured. I say from my pillow.
So, to get to the Black Pyramid unscathed, that's the question?
No, go get through the Black
Get
Pyramid.
through. Okay.
The exit is the problem right now.
I know you're real. I just saw you.
The God of Death sends you a brief omen. And have you make a religion check.
All right.
As you are doing your ritual, a goblet of wine tips over and spills onto your ritual grounds. And at first you're like, hey, come on, I'm working here. But you see the wine spill through your setup here. And you see that some pieces of ash from incense that have burned traveling through the spilled wine, which has taken like a long trail. And eventually it comes to stop and dissolves down a drain. It's a simple act, but through this, you're able to make some interpretations that it seems to be, with you, the ash, to go with the flow. But you're not sure that there is a choice as far as your escapedness.
Well, shit. Then there's gonna be. Well, if it's gonna go with the flow, then it is divination. Something within 7 days. Something will allow us to just let it be done, or it's gonna happen to us regardless. So,
If you go with the flow.
Yeah. So in that case,
Mon needs to chill out and go more monk.
no, I need to let whatever's happening happen. The
I know, I'm just
problem is
messing.
the you know what? That means I don't have to convince you guys. You guys will be trapped with me whether you like it or not. So I don't have to say anything. Okay.
So if anything, does that mean we get to kind of tell you where to go?
Apparently so.
Bath house.
All right. So that's one. That's the open-ended question. Okay. So go with the flow. That's not the answer I expected. I expected a little bit more urgency, or something set. In that case,
Amon's the only one who got the answer, right? Or is
Yeah, he
getting,
saw
like-
the omen and kind of like interpreted it as best as he could
Mhm.
with the religion check.
okay. So that was. Let me try. Okay. Do you have any yes or no questions that you guys want to ask?
Could fire giants get rid of this weapon?
Okay.
They're specialized in making and breaking tools.
Okay. Could fire giants could destroy this weapon? No, I'm gonna point at the black razor, obviously. Pull it out.
I pull
Okay.
it out. It gives me bad vibes, and I put it away again.
This is still the same divination?
No, I'm casting commune because
Commune.
divination is only one question. I believe.
Got it. Okay. And this is yes or no?
Yes or no only.
No.
Okay. Any other questions from the rest of you? You got 2 more.
Is there a possibility? Is there a way to get out of the Black Pyramid of Encabulos? Does the way exist?
Is there a way to get out of the Black Pyramid of Encabulos?
Yes.
Okay, a way exists.
Okay,
so it's not as doomed.
So what I'm getting the weird sense is that the go with the flow means just go to the damn dungeon and figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Is that a question?
No, that was the interpretation, not a question.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm getting go with the flow, and you guys are getting like, yeah, there's technically an answer. So I feel
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, could we be selfish here? Boom Crash, maybe you want to ask about how some of our friends are doing.
I was just thinking that.
That's not a yes or no question.
If they're alive, you can ask if they're alive.
Just ask about their well-being. Are they healthy? Are they safe?
Are they alive is a good way to answer. Like, you don't want to have a wibbly wobbly nonsense question. Straight to it.
Can't you guys scry on them?
We haven't been able to get to them.
Half of them have been
because they're
scry
protected
interrupted.
from scrying.
Or dead.
Yeah.
All right. They're friends. I'm gonna point to the 3 of you with my 3 fingers.
Do we want to be specific on one individual?
I think it'd be
Or a
better
few?
to be specific.
Egrenor was one that we had no information on for a while, and
Yeah.
Juliana and Peggy were ones that were together that we knew were alive at one point, and then they went dark.
Yeah.
And there's also the Red Raven. But I assume Juliana's probably going to take precedent.
Either Juliana or Egrenor, so you can sort of decide which one is more important to either of you.
I'd say this is a Boom Crash call.
Yeah, this is like I handed the ball to you, so if
Yeah.
you're not gonna take it,
Only
I'm
Boom
leaning
Crash
toward-
has these friends.
No, I'm leaning toward Egrenor only because cult activity.
ask about your damn
Yeah.
girlfriend.
No, but the thing is that it's like we have a lead about where Juliana and Peggy potentially are. They're somewhere around Allure. We can possibly track them down, and we know where they were. Egrenor, we have far fewer leads on.
All right.
So it's
one known as Ignore, the Necromancer, and a former warlock, just to be specific. Is he well?
I think that's a trick question.
I mean,
Well, if it's a yes,
there's
he's
a
alive.
short phrase that is offered instead. He is alive.
oh baby.
Okay, so it's a no, but he is alive.
Okay. Yeah.
Didn't kill him off or sacrifice him yet.
He is COVID free.
Okay.
He's not
Yay.
well, though.
All right. I'm going to do divination the second time. Okay, this is gonna be one specific question that's going to be. Why, in order to stop Encabulos, you gave me a staff. Why is it incomplete? Or am I? I'm under the impression that it's incomplete. Why is it so? That's my question.
And this is the second time you've cast divination?
Yes. So it has a 25% chance. It's a random reading.
The reading you receive is once again, an omen. A chill wind bursts through the door of the temple's entrance, and the patrons are kind of chilled, and so Dionysus is like, somebody close that door, and then they do. The omen is somewhat unclear.
Damn
It
it.
was a failed check. I was supposed to make that roll in secret, but it's random enough that you don't really get a clear answer.
Yeah, it's vague enough, awfully vague. All right, I can try that tomorrow. Okay. All right, we can do one more commune. So 3 yes or no questions again. Let me check if a commune has failure chances now.
Can I ask about the box?
If it's a yes or no question, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, commune. Wait, this is not commune. Wait a
Okay,
minute.
this is also the same chance. Yes, I see that.
Yeah. So, it's a 25 chance of failure, but ask away about your box.
Does a Taurus have the Hellraiser box?
That's an ominous name now.
No,
I don't know. It's a puzzle box.
It's a puzzle box.
Does a Taurus have Hellraiser box?
No, just a puzzle box.
Chris is like, oh man, I didn't decide this part of the campaign.
I think you just forgot.
No, I
who
did.
it's with.
It's just
Trying to keep things consistent and not lie as God.
the Vintners have it.
Okay, then you still have it.
Fine.
Okay, 2 more questions for you, chaps.
Ooh, I want to ask one about Allure too, but I kind of was wondering, did you want to maybe name a location you think your staff would be complete at, like where would be the next piece of my staff, but like
It's
specify
not a
a
yes or
spot?
no question.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
like specify a location. Maybe.
Is this the place? And you can say like yes or no to that.
Could
So,
I would
all locations.
Can we find the Eye of Encabulus to complete your staff on the material plane?
Can we find the
That's-
yeah?
That's
can
good.
Can we find the component to finish the staff of death on the material plane? That's the
Yes.
second question. Okay. Third final question is, I'm gonna be selfish and ask this.
How many licks
um,
does it take? Oh, continue.
Yeah. So I got the where is that? Amulet of Devout, but is attuned to Encabulos. Will this item prove to be our downfall in this encounter, in the future encounter? I just need to make sure it doesn't turn back on me.
Perhaps.
Clear.
I was worried about that.
It's an unclear result, but it's edging towards negative. Edging towards it might.
All right. I'm gonna take the amulet. And it's like, I guess this is gonna need to be destroyed.
So we have to find ways to destroy these damn items then.
We didn't
Yeah.
want homework to do. Hey, can you shred these?
I mean, yeah, I have an idea. Why don't we go back to the alien vault and just dump it in there? Who
Yeah,
else is gonna
that's
find it?
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst idea.
yeah. So, and
It
we
means-
could also potentially trade with him because we have more we have more loot. So maybe he has some more shit for us.
Just to
Right.
note, though, did we actually know the exact location? Because that was during through Zero
Family
travel.
and travel.
Yeah.
I think we marked it down on the map.
believe you
knew it was
did.
near the Black Spire area.
Yeah, you, I believe, made note of it in case you needed to return to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like we can always just ditch it there. Like
Yeah.
just- yeah. So it's
Not a-
it's like And if someone else gets it, it's like, hey, it's not our problem.
I'll let you guys decide what your next moves are. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. So in
Okay.
terms of movements, like I am free to let go the flow, but so begrudging, like unfortunate as it may be, I'm gonna hand off the reins to you folks.
Can we have some sort of selfish request here for a little bit, Amon? We've been following this quest for a while. We obviously, after seeing what happened between Hermes, who, not for nothing, I kind of lean forward so Dionysus is here, like, it doesn't even seem like a hotshot god. Like, Encabulos is all that. It's going to be a rough fight. We might want to get our ducks in order with our sort of things if we're going into something we might not be coming back from.
Yeah, but okay. As a rebuttal, you guys have been getting your ducks in order for like how many months now?
That's not really true at all, and you kind of know it. We haven't been back to Allori to solve that.
Whoa,
We
hold
left
on.
Tanagrim before we could do anything with the giants. What's his face is still missing in about her mentor. Like, we've been dealing with things as they arise, but to say that we've been trying to solve them, we kind of haven't.
My ducks
Exactly.
were well in a row when we were in Allori, and then we all decided to leave.
Exactly. Like when
I'm-
things got rough, we kept on avoiding the conflict, and now
You all
we're
showed up with horses and told me to get on, and we left.
exactly because that was
I'm-
the decision.
We've been very reactive
Mm.
in the past few travels, and I think maybe we should take the initiative and decide who to whack off first. And
Can
I
we-
don't mean in a sexy way.
Oh!
Dionysus, go away.
He's totally just like, oh yes, oh no, okay.
Later.
I prefer Tanagrin only because I'm interested in her archives.
If she has
Yeah.
info against Encabulos or on the place, it'd be useful.
Also, she's last time I checked, she's also the closest one, I think, like physically.
Mm-hmm. I'm willing
Yeah.
to compromise and not go to Allori first. We can go to Tanagrin because there's also some weird cult shit in her tower still that we haven't gotten to.
Exactly. That's what I mean by archives. Like, with the demon underground in the fire giants, and along with the what's at the top of the tower that we haven't been able to investigate fully. It's just
And-
like there's enough items of interest that I feel like going there and just blitzing things might be worth our time.
Might also help our investigations with a Taurus because we know he still has attachments or some sort of association with devils.
I also kind of like the idea of trying to pwn a wizard so we can see how to deal with a Taurus
Oh, okay.
afterwards.
True.
Okay, I think we are all in agreement to a degree.
That's good because I'm
Yes.
back.
We still need an
I
artifact.
think my
of some sort.
only request prior to that is that we spend a day in Famladan so I can cram in 2 spells back in my spell book. So, because remember you said, Amon, that illusory magic would be especially effective against the Cabulos. I don't
Mhm.
have a lot of that, so if I
Also,
could,
we need to rest. We are gonna rest up to 5 days because Mao recovery sickness.
And possibly I could get the barding all done by Pegasus by that point.
yeah.
So
that would-
that's fine. But what I just need is a direction. So
So we'll
So-
rest for the few days, head to Tanagrim's to find out information, look through our archives, get a test run at fighting a wizard.
yeah, before we talked about the you made your Boomcars made a request, I want to finish my thought. It's like, what is the actual plan for Tanagrim? Is it a blitz? Is it a like is it a cordial meeting? Like, what are we doing?
We can approach it a couple of ways. We can just sort of go into her tower and start shooting wild, or we do have proof of death for the blue dragons. So we could potentially go in as like, oh yeah, gesture of goodwill. We're here to be buddies with you. How you doing? And then see the lay of the land and then pick a fight when the moment seems right.
Okay, just doesn't ever like a wizard can. It's hard to surprise a wizard.
Yeah, so we're just gonna sort of see if we can get in at the beginning because and at least have like a mask and see if we can. If we can't surprise, then what's the point of
So stabbing
like
first.
of stabbing first? Like, let's try to talk, and then we can mid-conversation start blasting.
Okay. Third question: do we need to pay the giants
Mhm.
any visit? Because last time I didn't think it was worth it, but I'm just putting that as an option just so we can talk about it.
I think it might be worth doing a little info gathering when land kind of close to the area and see what's do a little sightseeing first to see what's up, because having the giants as a distraction ally, whatever, would be useful.
You could just
Well, the
pass
prob-
over with the carpets.
The problem is that if we go into the giants first, we are definitely going to be detected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She has infiltrated that area, or at least the upper part.
exactly. So my thought is this: do we not bother? Do we if you're gonna be feigning, if you're gonna be pretend to be friends, we have to do it convincingly. That's why I'm trying to get the angle of attack done now, so that we can actually have a coherent plan.
How about we deal with Tanagrin? The fire giants can be afterward, because guess what? If Tanagrin's dead, we're gonna make quick friends with them.
Yeah.
All right. They're not exactly the friendly. Also, we killed their king, so it's just.
Well, the other ones don't know that. Tanagrin doesn't. Does she know that? Maybe she does. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I
let's
think she
just
knew
leave
that
that
the crown
alone
was
for
gone.
now.
Yeah. Well, let's worry about one stabbing. I think I can do double damage on one person if they're surprised.
All right. Prepare for anti-casting issues, and then we'll go there. We'll search the archives, find what we can know, and then we'll go from there. Apparently, I must follow the flow.
I say the first few days before we head up, we could do a few scryings on the area to just see kind of what the activity is.
So
Sure.
I came back when you guys were talking about Tanagrin. Are you planning on going anywhere before Tanagrin, like a Lore or anything?
We're planning
we're
on
starting back at Famladan, and we're not going to Allure first. We're going to leave Famladan. We're dump us somewhere in the Scabland, probably, and then go directly to her tower.
You want to
Okay,
try and
because remember, you can
find-
teleport to Allure.
Yeah, I know. So why go there first?
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I'll drop a little image in chat. No.
Because I made the map, and I need you guys to visit the map that I made.
This is what you get for not
The
going
orange
to
thing
Knock.
marked the spires is where the spires is in conjunction to Allure.
We can see it.
Oh, that's much
Or-
closer than I thought.
Oh, okay. So you can do you can visit. It's very close enough that it
Oh.
doesn't matter type thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
that's very close. So yeah, we'll start at Famladan, we'll teleport to Allure, and bippity boppy boop.
Okay, to the spires. All right, you got your wish. You're going to the Allure first.
Yes.
be ready for a fight because we are teleporting. We're teleporting to the Vintner's Circle then, right?
No, we're teleporting to the Arcane College. Because we
Oh.
don't know the locations for the Vintner Circle.
Yeah,
Well,
we didn't.
you
were
know
blindfolded,
the-
we didn't see.
Yeah,
the
you
circle.
didn't see the sigil sequence. You weren't able to memorize
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
We know there's one there.
Yeah.
We just didn't have we couldn't copy
Because
it.
it wasn't made yet.
Yeah. So we have, the teleports that we have, or we will have, is to Famladan with luscious, fish lad, I forget his
Awesome.
name.
Awesome.
Awesome.
The fudge.
Arcane College, and in the Underdark underneath Holy
Dawn.
City.
New
New
Dawn.
Dawn, yeah. So those are the 3 locations that we have. Those are our fast travel points.
They're pretty good ones.
And they're
Not gonna
pretty
lie.
good. I'm not mad.
Secret entrance to New Dawn, planar hub, and the seat of research in Allure.
Mhm.
Just need one at Galestone.
Yeah, we'll have to make one, and it's gonna take us a while, like a year.
It'll take
It's gonna
a year.
take a year.
We can hire
That's
It's a
Piss
okay.
lot of ruby dust.
I think
Yeah, we'd
this
have to
wizard
hire
is currently
people.
occupied making
least a-
teleportation circles for
We
a
also
year.
have
At
that
least
sigil,
my
too.
month. I mean, we could buy somebody at the Arcane College too, but at the same time, remember visiting Allure. I'm gonna be disguised still because I still haven't resolved that.
You are still
Oh,
technically dead.
I'm still technically dead.
So, speaking of identifying marks, Amon, do you have an ability to maybe remove the mark on my beak? Or is that something that I should bug someone else to do?
Can Hey, guess what? Illusion spell. Disguise self is a thing. Maybe that's his
I-
illusion.
No, but it's yes, illusion magic. But what if it were just gone for good?
Oh, you want me to cast regenerate on you?
Next, yeah, it's can you or do you know how that can happen? Healing stuff is sort of more your area than mine.
Okay, hold on.
But you have
He's
to,
doing
like,
like the Sherlock thing with the fingers waving through the air right now, remembering all of his spells.
It's entering his mind mausoleum.
Mind mausoleum, that's adorable.
There's always this option.
So, it is okay. I can restore something as the original point, but it needs to be severed first. So I need to break your beak.
You'd have to do a partial surgery.
Technically, you could
That's
just cast
gonna hurt
regenerate.
a
I think.
Okay, I'm getting a message from God saying that it is okay to just cast regenerate. All right.
I need
you,
to shatter
God.
your face first.
Because she's like, okay, well, we could do this, but I'm gonna need to be really drunk first.
Well,
Just
first
rhinoplasty.
I have to kill you, and then I resurrect you, and it'll be better.
I mean,
Okay,
to be
I
fair,
trust
that's how
you.
some of the revised spells work. It's like, you're fully restored. It's like, oh, okay. I can turn you into a human
Okay.
pixel.
That
Well,
tracks.
if you're a Mac, it's called the time machine.
Mhm.
Just think of it as rhinoplasty. You just need a little break-in and
All right.
pushing and
It's actually corvidplasty.
It can be done tomorrow because I don't have
Okay.
regeneration prepared.
That's okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right.
Wait, you
Fill
can
it with
fix
some
my
gold.
scar that I've had for my whole life? Yeah, that was always allowed.
Character development. This is a significant choice.
I
As
understand.
a character, as a person who's playing a scar character, all I can say is like, you live with your scar. Damn it.
Yeah, but see, you can do some really cool kintsugi kind of thing with hers. Yours are just, it's fine.
yeah.
Actually,
This is
Kintsugi,
just-
that
You
would
have
be
at
a pretty
least-
cool option.
Yeah.
That would be pretty baller, actually. Hold on, let me think about it.
You have a day.
A golden thread across the beak.
Yeah, no, fill in the space with gold.
Yeah, kintsugi. The whole point of like Japanese pottery that's broken is that it would be repaired because there's something precious about the scars themselves, but they're repaired.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a
Okay.
memory of it. Yeah.
I like that symbolism better.
Never mind.
Oh,
Fuck
now you don't want regeneration. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
Who do you
I
go to
like
get
knowing
Kintsugi
that
here?
you can do that. But okay, let's see. Oh, hold on.
Smolder?
What's his name? Smolder. We could talk to Smolder, but I'm wondering about Hephaestus. If Hephaestus is around. Not that player J knows this. Boom Crash might have to think about it or ask somebody. Bacchus! Dionysus, my boy!
Oh, I didn't know you knew my maiden
she might-
name.
Oh, I don't know if that's naughty, like, knowledge.
someone,
and
don't worry.
I'm sorry, I don't want to offend you.
No, it's just people from another timeline know me by that name. It's fine.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I was wondering. There seems to be a lot of different varieties of gods and deities here. Is there, by any chance, a deity of metallurgy or crafting?
No. Yes, of course there is.
Inside joke.
His name's Hephaestus.
Is he a friendly sort? Would he be willing to help me out with something with the proper offerings? How do I approach him?
Depends what you're
And where
looking
would he
for,
be?
my dear. If it's something bigums, that's probably going to cost you an arm and a leg. If it's a little thing, then probably not as much. But for his divine work and his personal touch in his hands, that's probably going to be costly no matter what you do.
Okay.
Wait, could I come along? I overheard. Is he designs weapons and armor and stuff? Would he be able to identify what to do with these things? And I hold up the arm and the sword.
Could destroy the
I
sword.
don't know.
It's worth asking. Where on the mountain would he be, if I might be so bold?
Oh, he's up near the top. He needs some of that daylight to do his work. That, and there's a bit of a lava pool up near Mount Olympus. We don't like to talk about it, but
Also, I want you guys to remind you guys. Remember, passage of time is apparently not a thing. So, be aware.
Yeah, no, we've been gone for what, like 2-3 days?
Yeah, I
The
believe.
contract's for 7, right?
And the contract is for 7, so
Yeah, time passes here. It's just hard to keep track of it.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the reason why I'm saying that make haste.
yeah, so that's why I'm trying to get this done now, and we're probably not going to have time for an entire full set of armor from a god, but he might be able to fill in my little nose job. So, worth asking.
Indeed.
So, I'm going to toddle off and that now.
Does
Whoa.
my orb of time work here, by the way, DM?
Hold on.
Never
Time.
mind. The way it's phrased, it just says I can determine the time of day.
Oh,
God damn it.
yes.
Forever noon. Shit.
It's broken!
Yeah.
God damn it, I thought I took... No, it's that in specific.
Well, it's useful for our purposes as not hiding the time from my players. So, you guys go up to Mount Olympus. I presume you're itching to get that nose job.
I'm only
Wait.
moving on a carpet.
I summoned back my mount. It's been a day, so just give me 10 minutes. I can help.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
We
Right.
travel a lot quicker, and we just go up.
Go right up the mountain, and eventually you make it towards the top, where you find a billow of smoke coming from somewhere, it seems. You go down into this big fiery place. It's kind of out of place on this great lush Arborian landscape. Once you go in there, it's more like a dwarven forge. It kind of looks like the brassworks from Famladan, except that everything seems to be made of the finest of golds and irons, and it sparkles in
figured-
spite of the
hold on.
soot.
I just thought of something stupid to at least keep track of hours to some degree, but it should work. I'm gonna take out a few coins.
Are we doing the fucking cat wand thing again? No, we're not.
I'm using coins to use light, since light lasts an hour, and each time an hour goes by, I'll just make a tick mark on like a piece of paper and just rotate coins.
Okay.
So it's like boop boop boop.
Yeah, so
We-
you'll
we-
know.
We won't know exact timing. We'll know about how many hours approximately we've been as the thing poofs out and poofs on.
Okay.
Sure.
You do you.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, I'll check the thing later to see how many tick marks we got.
Okay.
You enter this forge where there are many similarly Azers at work, the fiery haired dwarves. Although they're not quite the same looking, they just have they don't really have the beards, and they're a lot taller. They're almost elfin in quality if you had to assign a race or species to them. And their skin seems to be of gold instead of iron or brass.
But do they assemble their babies?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you ask one?
Fuck it,
Okay,
I will.
No, we're not doing that now. I'm getting my beak fixed, and then you're asking about armor. We're not doing any of this vanity shit.
We need to
Fine.
go back. Don't forget, you only have 7 days for your weird contract thing. I'm
yeah,
not
exactly.
abiding to that. I just pay my way back. So it's gonna suck for all of you.
Yeah. So, okay. Going up to anybody who looks important. It's like, hello.
Well, there is an
I
important sort of area, at least. There's a great thing at the center of this this lava that's just kind of floating in the center. As you approach the edge, you can see that that there isn't really an overt way to get there. Thankfully, you're able to fly over to the center of this great forge, where there is a massive contraption overbearing this great iron anvil, many times the size of what you would normally have, and it is completely plastered in shining white runes that flicker as a a lithe figure that is still many times your size, like a giant, but like quite thin, as he goes around in his oversized armor and pressing the runes. Some here, a little bit like this, yes. And then he looks up towards the sky where there is a massive hammer just like hovering over the anvil, again covered in runes that seem to be reacting as he presses them on the anvil. And then he finally pulls a lever as you approach, and the hammer slams into the anvil, sending a shower of sparks everywhere, spinning around with lightning and fire. And as the hammer raises once again, the being pulls a stepladder out, climbs up onto the anvil, and pulls out a gleaming spear made entirely out of like gold, with this tassel that just seems to drift off into starry infinity. I think this should do well for Athena. Oh, visitors. How can I help you today? Mortals, what are you doing here?
Hi. We were on an errand and heard that you were a divine craftsman of incredible skill, and had a small request for you. Do you have the time?
I'm quite busy, but I always love my labor. The name's Hephaestus. You can call me Hefe.
Nice.
Hefe,
Yes,
it's
boss.
a pleasure to meet you. My name is Boom Crash.
A good, strong name.
I'm rather fond of it. I was wondering, do you see the scar on my beak? Is there a way that we could fill it with some sort of metal? I would like to repair it, but still sort of keep the memory of it, if that makes any sense.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You're getting a grill.
I am getting my fancy fucking grill.
You are extra shiny.
Okay, I am using my inspiration. Because that was a terrible roll.
He at first is like, sorry, I don't take any personal requests. What do you say to try to like turn him around as he goes back to his work?
It's for the memory of... it's a scar from a bad memory, but it's made me who I am today. I don't want it to be a disability moving forward. Because Hephaestus is he's specifically a crippled god. He's a disabled god. So, trying to appeal to that as well.
Well, but you're a mortal. I don't just make things for just any mortal. Tell me, what import do you share on the world? Calls you their friend.
I do.
The god Nurgle.
If I also by
Sorry.
say a word here, we are yes, not from this plane adventures as you see, and we do good deeds from time to time. The other reason we are here actually, and I pull out the sword, is to see if you could get rid of this cursed artifact for one, as a sort of benefit to the rest of the mountain. We were told this thing is dangerous, and it'd be in everybody's best interest for it to go away.
Glances at Black Razor.
What?
That's not my work, afraid, so I can't destroy it.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm gonna tell you, it's probably going to be very hard to destroy something of that craftsmanship. It's not that it's so fine, it's just the pure nature of the thing. It's a sheer void, if I've ever seen one. But for you to have come in possession of such a thing, you must be well-traveled. Perhaps the world will see my work and will... Tell you what, I have a soft spot. Come here, little, Boom Crash.
Yes, of course. And I don't propose that you do this for no payment. Well, we are happy to compensate you
What do you
for
have in
your
mind?
work. Well, we have gold and some items of some renown and artifacts. Um, if you would like to look through what we have, we're happy to
I
offer
don't have a lot of time. Just give me what you think you would like to have.
Okay. Okay, sorry. My
Trade off your old rod.
Helm of Brilliance, if you wanted to get rid of it still.
No, we don't have that because we already gave that up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did. I can offer the Ring of Spell Storing or the Old Rod.
I think the old rod's
Rod
a
of
good
Pact
sort of
Keeper.
character thing, because you're moving
Yeah,
on.
it's because I still got it when I was devoted to Rixali, so that certainly changed since.
I think that works.
So you offer that?
Yeah, I'm going to offer that.
Sentimental value that you need to move on from.
Mm-hmm.
You hand him the rod. This is weighing heavily on you, isn't it?
Yes, I have had some negative interactions with deities in the past. One named Rixali, especially. It's had a bit of a storied upbringing. I don't want to bore you with all the details, but I have moved on and I've moved forward, refocused on what is important to me, and I have chosen who I want to spend my time with and what I want to focus on, rather than revenge and death and anger, love and family and hope.
Aww.
I know.
He looks.
I look to now to see what her reaction is.
Being sick on a carpet.
Okay.
I'm dying and dead on a carpet. I'm tired. There's not gonna be much reaction. It's probably gonna be like a thumbs up.
Vistus has not really looked away from the rod as you explain this to him, and he finally looks at you and says, "Will change. It's only fair that their gear changes with them. Show other people what you're about. Lord knows some of these gods need to change, but I haven't heard of that Rixali, but I'm sure that she's in a better place without you. I'll need
Yeah.
at least 100 gold.
Oh,
can spare it?
certainly. I can spare more than 100. Here you go.
Good. He places the gold into a little crucible, and he just starts heating it up in his hand. Now I'll need you to set up onto my anvil.
Okay.
Underneath the giant hammer that's going to smash you.
Climb up onto the anvil, and you look up, and there is the hammer kind of looming over you, covered in runes.
I make sure I have Revivify ready.
I trust this. I'm going with it.
Go with the flow.
Don't worry,
Kind of-
Crash. If something happens, I got your back.
You kind of are just sitting there on the anvil. Lie down, please. Kind of lie down,
Okay.
just looking straight up at the hammer. Just going to
Okay.
adjust some things, and he goes around the anvil and presses some of the little glyphs, and you can feel the anvil like moving beneath you, almost settling you in. You can see various runes lighting up next to you. I'm going to need you to stand still, please. Just face upward. You kind of struggle
Okay.
to just look at the hammer that's looming over you. It has not
This is-
moved yet.
This is the worst dentist visit ever.
Now, and he asks you a few like questions about your life and abilities and stuff. It seems almost as if he's like trying to make you feel at home, but every time you answer a question, he presses a few glyphs, as if it was necessary. And
This is like being in an MRI machine.
and finally, he says, "I think we're almost ready." Now, Boom Crash, just look straight ahead. Say "ah,"
Okay.
He pulls the lever. And it slams onto your beak.
Jesus Christ.
There's a shower of sparks and a huge surge of heat. You can feel the whole force of this thing, but it doesn't hurt you at all. And you turn to your side and feel your beak, and it's been covered over and kind of smoothed out where the crack once was, as the hammer rises back up to its position. Well, don't say I ever did anything mean to anybody, because I just did a good deed. Yay for
You did an
Hephaestus.
amazing deed. She's kind of teary, and she's like, "Thank you so much."
You okay? You sound a little cryy. You get hurt? You need to heal?
These are happy tears, Zuzu. It's okay.
Okay, I put away the diamonds.
Oh, ye of little faith. Well,
Thank you so
leave me
much.
be. I have another problem to
Okay.
fix. Zeus needs me by 6 o'clock.
Okay. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you again. And if you're
course.
ever in the
Fair.
material plane or need anything, let me know.
Oh, I do not leave the forge. I
That's
work day in
probably
and
why.
day out.
It's really nice here.
Well,
Ooh,
nice is
good luck,
relative.
man.
Thank you again.
Keep on hearing
Thank you.
that.
Okay. And she bustles out and takes out the hand mirror that Goravan gave her ages and ages and ages ago and looks at her beak.
It has a beautiful golden filling in its crack. Every crevice has been filled and smoothed over. You could swear that it kind of shimmers and almost glows with a dim light at certain angles. But it's probably just a trick of the light.
You a shiny
I-
bird with all the
I'm
bling.
I'm so shiny, and I can drink through straws now. I don't need a straw to drink anything. So nice. I can just shove my face in a glass like a normal bird.
It's like having a
can now
glass
turn
tooth.
in-
Or a
so
gold
you can
tooth.
turn into that toy where you just dip your beak in, you just get a little drip of water.
I'm checking my note that I've been how much hours has passed from my notes.
1.
Okay, good.
So it's normal time. So we don't need a fret. We can technically leave.
Oh, hopefully, yeah.
Your perception is
I-
normal here.
All right. All right. I'm casting another light spell on the thingamajig and, doing that jazz, double checking. We should probably get going then, guys.
Okay. Thank you. This was a very personally significant errand. Okay. I'm fine.
Would you be able to just plane shift Mao back into to Family Dan, you think?
I
Or-
can't take anybody with me.
Oh.
We gotta take the damn portal.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can take
You
the
guys
portal
need
back for
to
free.
get
It's
off
gonna
of
be okay.
the forge, I'm afraid. I need to fix
Yeah,
this.
no,
Of course,
we have
yeah.
left. We
Okay.
have left. That we have
Walking,
exited.
floating.
You're
the
talking
forge.
and floating. You
We're
see
on
him
our walk back.
putting a weird brass owl on top of the anvil, getting ready to repair it. And you guys fly on out into Arborea.
Mhm.
once more.
All right. Okay, we got the crates on the magic carpet. We just got to find a portal for Mao.
Maybe the one that we came through. We came through a portal to get here. We can go through that same portal to leave.
All right, let's
Yep.
go see if we can find that
There's
area.
probably someone there. So yes.
Boop, 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 boop.
I think it was in the harbor or something like that when we first arrived.
Yeah.
Right. Head there. And the portal's still there. It seems to still go to Bamladan. There's signs there in pretty much any language that state that this leads to the inner planes with a single stop in Famladan.
Is anybody collecting tickets, or can we just straight up go on through?
Oh yeah, there's definitely somebody collecting tickets.
Okay. Well, I guess we go up and ask how much for a ticket to get through.
Well, we already
You-
got it. We already got
Yeah.
our tickets. It's only for her.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice and help
It's-
her. She's
yeah.
tired.
Sure. I have the money.
Okay. It looks like the trip back to Famladan, slightly less expensive to get there. It's only 10,000 gold pieces.
Only.
Transplanar travel.
10,000 gold pieces. Cool. I give them 1,000 platinum pieces.
The centaur that is holding the gate lets you on through. The rest of you present your tickets, and it's a-okay to head back.
Woo!
Guys step through,
Okay.
arrive right in the planar promenade.
Okay.
Drop off the shit to Osum.
Yeah, let's go to Osum, get the shit there, and then spend a few days here recovering and making sure everybody's okay and on the up and up, and sally forth.
Yeah. Basically, Mao would just spend a day in like the Gawking human just sleeping.
That's fine.
Okay. You guys heading to Awesome right away?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see why we wouldn't.
You head to Awesome. The brass seashell portal to get there, the doorway to enter his domain, is right there, flanked by 2 water genasies, just kind of chatting to each other. One of them like laughs a bit, and then they stand rigid when you approach. State your business.
We're here to make a delivery.
And you have a tribute for Osum?
This is the tribute. Let us through. I want to try and intimidate them.
Okay.
1 second. I gotta click on the token. 22.
I'm afraid that deliveries require a delivery fee. Hey! Guy nudges the other guy. We've been here before. Ah, shit. Right this way.
I'm gonna pat Zumos in the back. Thank you.
You got it. We'll get this done with.
So then I told them that obviously you need to go to the salt mines, and that's where you're going to be staying for most of the time. Someone's coming in. Hello. It's my delivery boys and girls. So, you've returned. Did you get my precious sandals?
I'm going to just pry the box open. It's like, there it is.
Wait. I'm gonna try and make sure that at least I let one of the sandals out, but I close the rest of it.
Oh, I thought Amon was trying to be an asshole.
I think he was, but I don't want to
I think
completely.
it was.
I want to at least get the deal confirmed. So I let one of the sandals escape, so he knows that these are legit. But I'm gonna hold to the box and be just like, see, all of them right here.
One of the sandals escapes, and he kind of he's like in this shell that's filled with water, and he just kind of takes some water from the basin and uses it to grab at the sandal and pull it towards him. This looks like exactly what I ordered. Excellent work, my fine friends. So, as promised, I will allow you to use my humble teleportation circle. Free of charge, of course.
Thank you very much, your lordship.
Can we see the teleportation circle, please?
Of course. One of my attendants will be here shortly. He whistles, and a Triton enters the room, just kind of slapping on the ground. They look soaked. Please, show them to the teleportation circle. The Triton nods, with his fishy fins flopping as he does, and takes you into the next room. He's wielding this trident and kind of seashell-looking armor, but it is made of brass, like most of the things here in Famladan. And you guys follow him into a chamber, and he just gestures with his trident into a glittering open pool in the middle of the room.
So it's inside that pool?
The Triton nods.
Oh, I mean, we can hold our breath. Let's
Insight check. With disadvantage?
No, it's with -4, I think.
Yeah, it's -4.
So 15.
Okay.
The Triton is rather stoic. He's not betraying too much, and he isn't really giving away that much either, except for annoyance.
Rude. Well, if there doesn't seem to be any sigils, then maybe we shouldn't go in? I don't know how this works.
Let me just check something real quick.
I mean, I have a potion of water breathing if someone wants to just use it.
Yeah, I think my pet can turn into something useful. One of the few times I can use this thing. Yeah, it can turn into a fish.
Yeah, but a fish can't write down what the sigils are, so I'm gonna hand the potion of water breathing.
Yeah,
to Crash.
I'm gonna need to study them. So
this
yeah,
is more so to make sure that the thing actually leads to a thing.
Oh.
That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna tell Elena to just go jump in to see if it's legit and then come back up. So she turns into a fish. Tell her to go scout. She'll let us know if it's real, and then we can just jump in afterwards.
Hand the fireball bead to your familiar and tell them to go into battle. And they're like, okay, boss.
Okay.
Familiar scout. They're used to scouting.
Alina jumps from your shoulder and then leaps into the pool, turning into a fish as she does so, and splashes into the water. You look through Alina's eyes, and you can see, weirdly on both sides of your head, that the pool is like the walls are not like clean porcelain walls or anything. They're rough shod coral, and it seems to be alive. There's plenty of brightly colored things and seaweeds here as you swim deeper into the pool. It's about like 60 feet down before you find a dimly glowing teleportation circle at its base.
As I have like my hands over my eyes, I then like take one off and give a thumbs up and just be like, okay, she sees a thing. It's a bit of a dive down there, maybe a little 60 feet about, but it is there.
Okay. I guess let's go then. So Boom Crash takes off her stuff and chugs the thing and dives in.
I go, wait. I take off my cloak of the manta ray and give it to you. You never get to use this.
You have to attune to it.
You don't have to attune to it.
Oh, okay.
It's just a swim speed increase.
Nice.
Okay. I'll put on the cloak of the manta ray and then dive in.
Swim down. The cloak kind of propels you forward as if flapping like a manta ray carrying you, almost like it's got like hands gripping you from underneath or something, and then just flapping its own way down. And you quickly reach the bottom. You can see the teleportation circle. It seems to be in order. There seems to be a sort of extra sigil in there that seems to be some sort of planar, like confirmation to just let it go to this strange extraplanar place, in spite, I believe, mostly only working on the same plane of existence. It's sort of a go-between. But it seems to be a working thing.
Fabulous.
You memorize the sigil sequence.
Sweet.
As you spend as long as it takes, she's just there to keep your, I don't know, give it nice
company.
distraction.
I appreciate it. And Goose is with y'all, so you get status checkups of how she's doing.
I talk small talk with the guard. Can I just become friendly with him?
Certainly try.
Can I just roll just some sort of persuasion check to see if I'm at least on friendly terms for if we're going back and forth to this realm?
Certainly try.
Yeah.
The guard doesn't really talk too much, but he doesn't seem to be upset with you talking with him. And in fact, he kind of like smirks at one of your jokes.
There we go. You know, it's not good to talk about your boss, but when your boss is, you know, Eh.
He just kind of
Trying
shakes
so
his
hard.
head. Make an insight check.
Oh no. I thought it was dumb.
Yeah, you're not sure what's up with this guard. But he
Okay.
seems to not dislike you, so there's that.
Alright. How long does it take Boom Crash to copy the thingy?
That long. 1 minute to study it.
Oh damn.
Okay. Sweet. So, okay, I'm gonna. So we have 3 teleportation points now. Whee!
Nice.
And this one just happens to be mega inconvenient.
I mean, hold your breath before you jump in. That's all.
Yep.
It's a pretty good spot to have a teleportation point.
And don't wear heavy armor.
Well, I think I might be using that cloak when we teleport in.
Fair.
Okay.
Right, you surface with a new teleportation circle sequence added to your spellbook.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Not for awesome, but yeah, you get my point.
Right, where to next?
Yeah, I guess this is
Um,
gawking human time for most of us to rest while you're studying.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the Arcane Seat or the Confluence.
Okay. What is everybody else doing besides gawking human, besides research, if anything?
I'm going to procure, since I spent my spells for the day, I'm gonna procure our resting location.
Go back to the Gawking Human.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright,
so I guess
yeah.
you and I are together.
Mao and Amon go together. Zumasu, are you doing anything in particular this time? I know you also need rest.
I also need rest, but I could do that at the end of the day. If anything, I might go visit Smolder to check on all the stuff and ask her opinion on the things I've acquired.
Alright. Well, good to know. We will have to take care of that next time, though, because it's midnight and me tired. So, thank you everybody that came out to watch. Want to watch this stream? We are here every Sunday from 9 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. Want to watch our Wednesday stream? Doing the Rime of the Frost Maiden. That's every Wednesday from 7 to 10. And you can find my book of Gastromancy and Guide to Slimes on DriveThruRPG, my book of Secrets, and my city generator on the DM's Guild. And if you want to support me on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/noblecrumpet. That out of the way. Bless you.
Is it?
We will see you next week as the players potentially back to Allure and potentially go after
No.
Tanagrin.
Tanagrin. Kill Tanagrin.
Well,
Murder.
we shall see. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.